starring Lee Marvin.
Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. I just wrapped up a case on the west side, and when I called in, the captain told me to report back immediately. Something offbeat. Mrs. Kenneth Darrell hadn't heard from her husband since he arrived in Chicago 2 weeks ago, and she'd come all the way from California to look for him.
Why me? Remember Terry DeCova, the cabbie that got mugged a couple of months ago, and you grabbed the hoods right away?
Yeah, sure. So what?
Well, he recommended you. She told him her troubles, and he said, go see Lieutenant Ballinger, my friend, and he'll find your husband for you.
Looks like a good reputation for building up business, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't she want a missing person?
Well, give her a listen, huh, Frank? She's pretty worried about the whole thing.
Hi, Mrs. Darrell. I'm Lieutenant Ballinger.
How do you do?
The captain told me part of your story, but would you mind filling me in from the beginning?
From the beginning, yes. For the last 4 years, we've been living on Guam.
Oh, your husband's in the service?
No, he's a construction worker.
I see.
And then about 2 months ago, we came back to the States and went to live in San Diego. And Ken went to work in the shipyards there. Well, one of the men that he works with told him that he saw an ad in the paper. They were looking for the heirs of Silas Darrell.
Silas Darrell?
That's a relative of my husband's, a great-grandfather. And he wrote to these people, but they didn't answer him, and he thought maybe he ought to go to see them himself.
Well, who's doing this advertising?
I don't know, it was just a box number. Box 987 of a newspaper office. The Chicago Post, is it?
Mrs. Darrell, do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
No.
Did you and your husband have an argument prior to his departure from San Diego?
Oh, Lieutenant, it wasn't anything like that. Lieutenant, I just know it's something else. Something's keeping Kenneth from getting in touch with me.
You wouldn't happen to have a photograph of your husband, would you?
I have one right here in my wallet. Kenneth never liked to have his picture taken. I think this is the only one I have.
Mrs. Darrell seemed to be telling a straightforward story. I wanted to believe her, and I wanted to help her. The snapshot showed a big, good-looking man. A 6-footer you couldn't help but notice in a crowd. The picture was her favorite. It meant a lot to her, so I had promised to return it. But the man's trail was cold, 2 weeks cold. It could have been a runaway husband case or amnesia. At Darrell's hotel, I'd learned that he'd spent only one night there and then moved out. I had a hunch, so I went to the probate court and made a search of the records. I wanted the name of the law firm that handled the Silas Darrell estate. Courtwright & Harding was an old, respected, and conservative firm. They didn't wear powdered wigs, but they stopped just short of it.
They had 2 children. One died at the age of 20, the other, Tobias, married in 1932 and had a daughter, Miss Julie Darrell. Only one qualified heir to the estate was found, Miss Julie Darrell, a great-granddaughter. The estate amounted to $500,000 after taxes. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Manson, you don't seem to understand. I'm investigating what could be a criminal case.
Courtwright & Harding have not handled a criminal case in over 40 years. I know nothing whatsoever about police investigation.
Well, now you have a good chance to learn. What I'd like to know is, there been any other claimants to the death?
Well, of course there were. Cases such as this, where the principal has died intestate, attracts all sorts of cranks and self-styled heirs.
Oh, has any such claimant presented himself to you in the past few weeks?
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
Then who would know?
Matters of this nature are handled by private investigators.
What private investigator handled this matter?
Lloyd and Associates.
Alan Lloyd?
I suggest that you continue this interrogation with him. I'm sure that if any heirs called about the estate recently, he would know.
Well, thank you very much for your cooperation. I'd first met Alan Lloyd when he was a major with the military police. After the war, he started a detective agency, and we'd run into each other on an occasional case. Then he began to specialize in quiet, conservative investigations for law firms like Courtright and Harding. It had been more than 5 years since we'd met.
Frankie, old son of a gun, you. Good to see you again. Just fine.
Long time.
Yeah, too long. Sit down.
Oh, thanks.
Well, what brings you around? Official or me?
Official. I understand that you were handling the claims in the Darrell estate case.
Yeah, that's right. I found one, too. But what's the M Squad's interest?
Well, did you ever hear of a claimant by the name of Kenneth Darrell from San Diego?
Yeah, must have talked to every Darrell in the country. See, the estate was worth about $500,000.
Yeah, this would be recent in the past couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks. San Diego. Yeah, I remember talking to him. He called me. Said he had a great-great-grandfather named Silas Darrell.
That's all.
I'll check with Sally. Sally, you got my appointment book handy there? 2 weeks?
About?
Check back about 2 weeks on a man named Kenneth Darrell. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. 2 p.m. on the 21st, huh? Okay, thanks, Al.
Well, what happened when he showed up?
Nothing.
Nothing.
But he didn't show up.
Didn't you think that was a little strange that he didn't keep the appointment?
Well, not especially, Frank. We have a lot of ringers that make a play on unclaimed estates, and they usually chicken out at the last minute. You still haven't told me why you're interested. What pulled you in on this?
Kenneth Darrell, San Diego. His wife said he had a legitimate claim. He had the birth certificate, papers, letters. He's supposed to be the last in the line. But tell me one thing, Al. Where did you find Julie Darrell?
New Orleans. She was slinging hash in a one-armed joint down there. Saw my ad in a magazine. Dropped me a postcard. Her information all checked out, so we advanced her the money to come up here.
She's still in town?
The Ashley Plaza, with the rest of the nouveau riche.
When you talked to Kenneth on the phone, did you tell him the estate had been settled?
Yeah, that's what I figured scared him off.
Okay, thanks a lot, Al.
Frank, let's have dinner tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'm a little busy right now, but I'll give you a ring sometime.
Behave yourself.
A man was missing. If his credentials were legitimate, he was potentially a very wealthy man. But since he was missing, he was also potentially a number of other things, including dead. I decided to visit his cousin, Julie.
I just got up, you know. Almost 2 o'clock, and I just got up.
Big night.
Not especially. I sleep late all the time. What's the rush to get up?
Yeah, I sometimes wonder.
And then I have them send up my breakfast. It's them serving me now instead of the other way around. And I like it. That's on account of because I used to be a waitress, you know.
Yeah, you told me. Miss Darrell, about your family.
Oh, did Mr. Lloyd tell you? I don't have any family, Lieutenant. He spent thousands of dollars looking, but he never found anybody but me.
Things might have changed. I know a woman whose husband claims to be the great-grandson of Silas Darrell.
Are you trying to tell me there's another heir?
Well, it could be. Do you ever remember any one of your parents discussing anything about a nephew, a man by the name of Kenneth Darrell?
No. Great-Grandpa Silas was the only relative they ever talked about. About how he had so much money, and we never got to touch any of it. But I'm touching it now. Look, if there is this other relative, how come I never heard from him?
The police are wondering the same thing. Oh, you better hurry up with your breakfast or you'll be late for dinner. A reputable lawyer, a reputable private detective. I had no cause to doubt them. I was sorry for Mrs. Darrell. This case belonged to Missing Persons Bureau, but the captain asked me to stay on it another 24 hours. was at the hospital by the time Martha Darrell had regained consciousness. She was entered as an attempted suicide. I was there with questions.
Better take it easy, Mrs. Darrell. We've had a close call.
What happened? What am I doing here?
Something to do with sleeping pills?
Sleeping pills? Oh. They're the ones the doctor prescribed for me back home. Because I've been so nervous.
I'm sure that he didn't prescribe an overdose, Mrs. Darrell.
An overdose? Oh, I only took one. The same as every night.
Just one, are you sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure. Don't you believe me?
I'm asking myself the same question, Mrs. Darrell. All right, just take it easy and I'll drop in on you later.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. That's all right, thank you. I was at the hospital. I asked them to phone me about the contents of Mrs. Darrell's stomach.
So?
Not a trace of barbiturates. But they did find poison.
She did try to kill herself.
Yeah, but why poison? Why take the hard way out when she had all those sleeping pills so handy?
Yeah, but who in Chicago? Frank, she didn't know anybody here.
Then somebody knew her. Because if the husband is dead, she is the legitimate heir to $500,000. 3 people involved in the Darrell case knew Mrs. Darrell was in Chicago. I told them. With that knowledge, it would be easy for any one of them to use the telephone and locate her hotel.
This entire affair is becoming a bit distasteful, Lieutenant. I refuse to involve my firm in what you tell me may become a murder case. Now,
I need some more answers, Mr. Manson. Now, take your choice, either here or downtown.
Is that a threat, Lieutenant?
That's a statement of fact. I'm investigating a possible homicide. There may be fraud involved. Here or downtown.
Well, just what is it you wish to know?
The firm of Courtright and Harding are satisfied with Miss Julie Darrell's claims for the inheritance, correct?
Certainly. She was questioned thoroughly by the court. She possessed all the proper documentation. There was never any doubt whatsoever as to her authenticity.
And you will guarantee that authenticity?
Well, Lloyd and Associates have come up with quite a lot of proof, wouldn't you say?
Yes, almost too much. You mind if I take those papers along with me?
Well, if you'll have the girl at the front desk make an inventory of it first.
Certainly.
I should hate to be labeled uncooperative in your report.
Thank you, Mr. Manson.
Typeface on the certificate matches the sample.
Well, what's wrong with that?
The certificate dated 1899, and this typeface wasn't designed until 1924.
Then it's a forgery.
I'd swear to it.
You'll get your chance in court.
Are you sure you won't have some tea, Lieutenant?
No, thanks.
A cookie, maybe? You know, I've never had a party here. Been here almost 6 months and never thrown one party.
That's a shame.
The people I like to be with, you know, my kind, they're not comfortable with me. Got all the money. Funny.
What's funny?
Almost $500,000 in the bank, and here I am begging a cop to have tea with me. Please, Lieutenant, please won't you have some tea with me?
Quit stalling, Julie, and tell me the truth.
The truth about what, Lieutenant?
We happen to know that some of your credentials are forgeries.
Oh, but they're not. They're real, very real.
The police lab thinks otherwise.
They can't. They're my old family papers.
Yes, but not old enough. Come on, Julie, there's not going to be any tea party.
I didn't forge anything.
Don't be a chump, Julie. You don't want to carry this rap alone. Maybe you don't think so now, but you've never seen the inside of a prison laundry. You don't have any idea what 2 years over one of those wash tubs can do for your pretty looks.
When I first wrote to Mr. Lloyd, I didn't know for sure. You've got to believe that, Lieutenant. My name really is Darrell. I could be the heir they were looking for.
But you found out otherwise.
Oh, when Mr. Lloyd first told me about it, it didn't seem like stealing. He said that old Silas didn't have any legitimate heirs, and it was a plain case of either us taking the money or it going to the state of Illinois. Mr. Lloyd's been so nice to me. A perfect gentleman.
Alan Lloyd.
I hope this won't get him into too much trouble.
Come on, Julie, dry those tears. We're going downtown.
You have Lloyd picked up?
Oh, not yet. And Julie's confession and the forged documents, we've got him for fraud and grand larceny. But I'd sure hate to see him get away with murder.
You really sure that Kenneth Darrell's dead?
Well, the way I see it is Darrell shows up and he's got the proper credentials about his identity. This throws a scare into Lloyd. He can see the whole thing blown up into a nice prison term. So his only out is to knock off Darrell.
Mm-hmm. You talk us over with Julie?
Yeah. She admits to the fraud part, but claims she knows nothing about murder. I believe her.
Well, you won't get far without a body.
This is why I find Lieutenant Ballinger.
Yeah, you're looking right at him.
I'm Max Pushkin. I work out at a hack stand down by the station.
How you doing, Max?
Some of the boys was telling me you was interested in an affair I had a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, it's the right one. We're very interested.
So you're Ballinger, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, sure gotta hand it to you, the way you looked after those boys that mugged poor Terry
Yeah,
DeCope.
is this the guy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Man Mountain. Hey, the springs in the back of my cab is still growing.
Yeah, where'd you take him? Do you remember?
Sure. Got it right here in the book. So you're Ballinger. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yeah, the Hartley building on State Street. You know, that's just off of Van Buren.
Yeah. About what time was that?
Oh, around 9 at night.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Max. You've been a big help.
Huh, don't mention it. Anytime us boys can be a help, anytime at all, just whistle.
Right.
Boy, sure gotta hand it to you again.
Oh, really, Max. It was nice of you
Boy,
to
the
come
way
in.
you knocked off those cards, you really looked after.
Well, that's what we got paid for, you know.
Yeah, that was great there.
Okay, Max.
One bed. Okay,
See you around now.
Lieutenant.
So that puts Darrell in Lloyd's office building the same day he disappeared. Interesting.
Yeah.
It began to add up. I checked and found out that the day Darrell's wife was poisoned, somebody was trying to locate her at small hotels. But I couldn't prove that it was Lloyd. I went to the garage where he parked his car. Anyone wanting to dispose of a body in the city would need a car. I was hoping to find bloodstains in the trunk of Lloyd's. I didn't find blood, but I found something else. Dirt. Dirt from a backyard or a field.
We ran a spectrum analysis on your dirt, then compared it with all the spectrographs we have on file for every type of soil in the city.
Well, you suppose look alike to me.
They are. Two spectra correspond perfectly.
Oh, well, where's the comparison soil come from?
Blue Island Ridge.
Blue Island Ridge. That runs right into Ryan Woods.
Kind of a big area to search for the body.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to go over it foot by foot. Okay, thanks a lot.
Found something. Bring that shovel down here, will you?
Yeah, that should do it.
this all about? If you want to talk to me, why don't you come down to the office?
Captain?
Look, Frank, buddy boy, I've been here an hour and a half waiting.
I believe you two know each other.
Julie.
Al, don't leave me holding the bag.
Oh, honey, take it easy. Everything's all right.
No, it's not, Al. She told us about the forgeries.
I don't know what she could have told you about. It's about the Darrell estates. The documents were good. I double-checked them all.
We know otherwise.
Frank, take a look at it. Does she look like a forger?
You bet I'm not. Everything I told you about him is true. He set me up to claim the money.
Honey, baby,
You
look-
know you did. He even promised that he'd marry me. I guess that's why I was such a fool.
Julie,
I thought he was somebody.
Honey,
Big stuff.
It just didn't work out.
You men, you're all alike.
Frank, you know about dames. You know...
A reputable law firm believed the documents that you turned up. But the typeface on one of the birth certificates wasn't made in 1900. Oh, the machine was old enough, but somebody changed the face of the type after 1924. Now, you want to plead guilty to fraud and grand theft?
I haven't got much choice, have I? Got me all the way down the line, huh?
All the way down the line. Right to Ryan Woods.
What are you talking about?
There's a body down in the morgue that has a tag on its big toe, and you know what it says? Kenneth Darrell. Now, you want to tell us about it?
What could I tell you? I explained to you about
Come on, get off it, Al. We even got the cabbie that took him to your office building that night. And one other thing. Under Kenneth Darrell's fingernails, there's some nap from the carpet in your office where he died.
It's all in the lab report. Frank, you're leveling with me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Frank, I didn't want to kill him. Murder was the last thing I had in my mind. It was Easy Street, Frank. I had Easy Street right there in those hands. Then he turned up. Frankie, can't you understand?
No, I can't. I just had to tell a young woman who was very much in love with her husband that she was a widow at the age of 23. I took Martha Darrell to the station to see her off. Most of the estate was recovered and turned over to her, but I don't think she much cared. Lloyd's dreams of Easy Street died with him in the electric chair. Julie was sent to prison where she's back at her old trade, a waitress in the mess hall.
Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.